All right, welcome to Math with Mr. Strands. This is Matthew C. Pre-Algebra book, Lesson 9A, Solving for an Unknown. This is pretty much what you first think about entering algebra. This is the first thing you pretty much learn in algebra, is solving for the unknown. Whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. Okay, so in these problems, they want you to solve it. And then on the right side, they want you to check your work. And I will show you how to do that. So let's start with number 5. Okay, so the object of algebra, solving for the unknown, is to get x on one side of the equation, like so. So you want to get x all by itself on the left side. Okay, in order to do that, you need to move over things that are in its way. All right, you need to do the opposite operation. So in this one, we have x minus 9 equals 63. I need to get x by itself. In order to do that, I need to get rid of this negative 9. Okay, so I do the opposite. I'm going to add 9 to both sides. Negative 9 plus 9 is going to wipe out that. But since I did it to the left side, you have to do it to the other side also. So I have to add 9 to this side. I am left now with x equals, which is what I want to see, 63 plus 9 is 72. Okay. Now over here, they want you to check your work on the right side. So all I'm going to do is put 72 in for x in my original equation, 72 minus 9, and we see that that equals 63. Okay. If we move on to number 7, x plus 5 equals 35. So how am I going to get rid of that positive 5? I'm going to do the opposite of addition. I'm going to subtract 5. These are going to cancel each other out. I'm going to subtract 5 on this side. I am left with x equals 30. If I want to check my work over here, I take my answer 30, I put it in for x. 30 plus 5 equals 35, and we see that that is correct. All right, next one. In this one, we have 6x equals 36 plus 5x. Okay, so I need to get x by itself. Notice on this one, I have x on both sides of the equation. So what am I going to do? First thing I'm going to do is get rid of x on the right side of the equation because I don't need it on that side. So in order to do that, I have a positive 5x. I'm going to subtract that 5x. Positive 5x minus 5x is going to equal 0, so those cancel out. But I also have to do that on the left side if I subtract 5x. So now I can subtract these since they have like terms. So I got 6x minus 5x is going to leave me how many x's? Just 1, right? And that x is going to equal 36. Let's check my work over here. If I do 6 times my answer, because that's what x is, 36, we need to find out if that is going to equal 36 plus 5 times 36. Okay, 6 times 36, we got 6 times 6 is 36, carrier 1. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 3 is 216. Does that equal 36 plus 5 times 36? Well, you already know, yes, it's going to, because 5 times 36 plus another 36 is 6 times 36. But let's just do it just to see. So 5 times 6 is 30, carrier 3. 5 times 3 is 15, plus 3 is 180. Add that 36 to it, and we can see that it is indeed going to be 216 equals 216. So your answer is correct. Okay, number 11. We got 5x minus 5 equals 4x plus 5. First thing I can do is move over this negative 5. So I'm going to add 5. These go away, but I have to add 5 on this side. I'm left with 5x equals 4x plus 10. Okay, I can't add 5 to the 4x because it has an x on it. They're not like terms. Okay, so you cannot add 5 to the 4x. Okay, now that I have that, I'm left with 5x equals 4x plus 10. I'm going to do what I did on the last problem, and I'm going to subtract this 4x, get rid of this, but I also have to do it on this side, and I'm left with 1x equals 10. Over here, if I need to check my work, I'm going to just put 10 in for every time I see x over here. So I got 5 times 10 minus 5 equals 4 times 10 plus 5. Okay, 50 minus 5 is 45, and 40 plus 5 is 45. You can see that that matches up, so it is correct. Okay, if we go on to page 120, it's going to have you do one more there. These word problems, read each question carefully, then write an equation to represent the situation and solve for the unknown. Okay, the first one has been done for you. So let's look at the first two have been done for you. So let's look at the first one. If Silas added 5 years to his age, he would be 39. How old is Silas now? Okay, so if Silas added 5 years to his age, we don't know what his age is yet, so that represents S. But if he added 5 years to it, he would be 39. Solving that, you can see it's 34. Okay, the next one, 3 times the number plus 8 equals 2 times the number plus 10. Okay, so 3 times the number, we don't know what that number is, so we're going to use n as our variable. So 3 times the number plus 8 equals 2 times the number. Again, we're using n plus 10. We go ahead and solve it and find n equals 2. Okay, so let's look at 17. Julie had R rabbits. Okay, after 6 baby bunnies were born, okay, so R rabbits plus 6 were born, she had 9 rabbits. How many rabbits did she start with? Okay, so we can see now we have an equation. To see how many rabbits, we need to do the opposite of adding 6. So we subtract 6 to both sides, and we can see that R equals 3, and that makes sense, right? After 6 bunnies, she had 9 rabbits. So 3 plus 6 does equal 9. Okay, so that is correct. Let's go to number 18. 2 times the number of pennies. We don't know what pennies are, so we're going to use P. So 2 times P, because 2 times the number of pennies, minus 10, okay, equals the number of pennies, which we don't know, so we're going to say P plus 20. Okay, find the total number. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is add 10 to get rid of this 10. These cancel. Add 10 on this side. I'm left with 2P equals P plus 30. Okay, I'm going to subtract this P to get rid of it. So I have to subtract P on that side. I'm left with 1P equals 30. Okay, and I can go back and check my work by putting in 30 for every time I see P. So if I did 2 times 30 minus 10 equals 30 plus 20, I can see 2 times 30 is 60. 60 minus 10 is 50. 50 equals 30 plus 20, which is 50. Okay, so there you go. So all you have to do is make sure whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other side. That is the intro to algebra. Welcome. Congratulations, you have started algebra. If you have any questions, watch this video again, post them on my site, and we will see you tomorrow.